Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. This is part 7 of my account balances series. Part 7 of how many? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get there. So if you haven't watched parts 1 through 6 yet, go watch those first, then come on back. You'll find links to them down below in the description field. Today, we are going to fix a bug discovered by one of my students. Thank you very much. We're going to change the background color of some of the fields if they have focus. That's always easy on the eyes to see where you're at, what you're editing. And we'll always change the sort order field, which is the beginning of the row. This guy. So no matter what row you're on, no matter what you're editing, it'll always have the row highlighted for you instead of just a little thingy here in the record selectors. We're going to add a cancel to the Are You Sure button on the account detail form because I was adding an account and I accidentally hit the escape key and I lost my work. So I'd like an Are You Sure there. And finally, we're going to add equations in the pending field. I did a video on this before, but we're going to add it to this one, and it's going to be slightly different because this is a continuous form, whereas before we did it with a single form. So there's a little bit different things we have to do here to handle this in a continuous form. And this is like in Excel where you can type in like, equals 100 minus 20 plus 14 and then have access to the calculation for you. I like that in some of my databases. All right, couple prerequisites for you. First, go watch my highlight row video. This one I show you how to highlight the whole row across depending on whatever record you're on. All right, go watch this so I don't have to repeat myself. Did I mention I don't want to repeat myself? No. And go watch this video. This is the one I mentioned where you can do math in fields. Okay, where you can type in 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 and it gives you a 20. Now in this video, I only do it with a single form. But in today's video, we're going to modify it so we can put it in a continuous form, which is a whole different ballgame. All right, so go watch those videos and then come on back. All right, first up, we got a bug report. We got Michael Johnson discovered that I got a little bug in my VBA code. I've got is null pending, then balance equals 0, and I just didn't copy balance down. And yeah, my brain wasn't firing on all cylinders when I recorded this video. I remember that day. It was a low caffeine day, so let's go fix that. That's going to be an easy one. Let me switch over to the sample data. And it's going to be in here in our do recalc function, which is right there, do recalc. And you can see right there, I just copied this line, right? I forgot to go pending to pending. That's all. Good catch, Michael. Thank you very much. All right, next up, what I want to happen is as I'm tabbing through my fields, I want the one that I'm on to go yellow. That's just nice to see. All right, so basically credit, balance, and pending. Now we're going to do some work with pending later, where we're going to have to change the conditional formatting, but we'll just keep it simple for now. So let's just click on this one, and this one. Format, conditional formatting. New rule. Field has focus. And let's make the background color yellow. Hit OK. Apply. OK. Close it. Open it. And now you can see as I'm tabbing, it's easier to see which one I'm on. Okay. Now, in the highlight row video, I teach you how to highlight the whole row. Now, I don't want to highlight the whole row here because I still want this color. I still want this color. But it'd be nice if I'm in this row to also have this sort order box highlighted. I just think it just looks nice. So let's do that. And again, I covered this in highlight row, but what we're going to do is design view. We need an unbound box in the footer to represent the current account ID that we're on. So just copy any one of these. I'll copy this one. Copy. Click down here in the footer and paste it. Oh, didn't go in the footer, did it? Click down here in the footer and paste it. There it goes. And I'll just put it over here. We're going to make it invisible in a minute. Open up its properties. Go to all. All right, unbind it. So get rid of sort order and make the name current account ID. This will represent the ID of the record that we're on. Now, how does it get that? It gets that in the onCurrent event. So click here, go to event, onCurrent. Remember, onCurrent fires whenever you move from record to record. All right, go watch this if you want to learn more about onCurrent. Yeah, I should have put this in the prerequisites. Sorry. All right, so right here in form current, the onCurrent event, all we're going to say is current account ID, that's our unbound box, equals account ID. So put in that box whatever record we're on. All right, save it, come back out here, let's close it, open it, and look right away, there's a 1 down here. See that? Click here, There's a 2. Now that's not the sort order. Remember, this is the sort order. That's the ID. All right. There's a 29. That's account ID 29. Now what we're going to do is we're going to say for the conditional formatting for this box, if your ID matches that, then make this guy yellow too. And we do that with an expression is. All right, so click on U, format, conditional formatting, new rule, expression is, and it's going to be account ID. And you got to use your brackets here, unfortunately. This is one of those instances where you need brackets. Otherwise, Access converts those into a text string for you, which we don't want that. All right, account ID equals current account ID. And again, we'll make it that bright yellow. Hit OK, apply, OK, save it, close it, open it, and there you go. Notice whatever row you're in, you'll get that right there. If you're over here, you still get that row highlighted. See? Isn't that party? Okay? And again, this is nothing new. I've covered this in previous videos, but I just want to add these bells and whistles to this thing. All right, what's up next? Well, let's see here. If I'm editing one of these guys, okay, and I make a change here and I hit cancel, I want an are you sure there. Okay? But I don't want an are you sure all the time because they might just use this to close the thing. And in fact, what we could do is when we open this, have this say close. And then if once they start editing, once the record goes dirty, let's change the caption to say cancel. And then if it's dirty when we cancel, we'll ask, are you sure? So we don't have to prompt if they haven't made any changes. Okay, so let's go into here, design view. And let's by default make this say close. All right, this is the cancel button, remember. All right, now when they first start editing, the on dirty event is going to fire. Where is on dirty? Right there. On dirty. Dirty means the record is being edited. And as soon as that happens, we're going to say cancel button dot caption equals cancel escape, like it was. Okay, that's all. Let them do their dirty work. You see what I did there? Okay. Okay. Now, when they actually click this button, we're going to ask them here first, if the record's dirty, are you sure you want to cancel? Okay, so dim reply as along. If me.dirty, then we're going to prompt them. Reply equals message box. Are you sure you wish to cancel editing this record? Comma, VB, yes, no, cancel. Comma, cancel, edit. If reply is not VB, yes, then, all right, here they said no, they're not sure, so we're just going to exit sub. Okay. If they say yes, it'll continue on down to here. All right, save it. Debug, compile, close it, close it. All right, if I just open up an account and hit the close button, no harm, no foul. If I open the thing and I start editing it, immediately that goes to the cancel button. And now if I say cancel, are you sure you wish to cancel editing this record? No, stay there, stay there. Cancel, oh, cancel. All right, but if I hit cancel now and say yes, then it cancels. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? That's the dirty event. And the dirty property, too. Want to learn more about dirty? Here's a video for you. I'll put a link down below. Dirty mouth, cleaned it up with Orbit. All right, next comes the big one, putting the math in the pending. Now, why do I put it in pending and not the other two? Well, because usually credit, that's your balance, right? Or your max. For a credit card account, that's your max available credit, right? And that changes very infrequently. And for your bank accounts, right, savings, checking, investments, you get one number for that, right? This guy doesn't change that often, right? That's your posted amount For a credit card, that'll be the posted transactions. That's one number, right? Same thing with these guys usually. But pending can be a list of stuff, right? Credit cards, for example, are a checking account. It'd be checks that you've written. Okay, they might come in like a bunch at a time. Now, most sites, like Capital One, American Express, they will add them all up for you and give you a nice little sum. Amazon Credit, which is run by Synchrony Bank, does not. And I've actually emailed them and said, hey, can you add them up for me? Can you put a little sum in there? No, you go to your Amazon Credit on Synchrony's site and you get all your transactions. There's no total. Please, if anyone from Synchrony is watching this, or Amazon, please tell someone to put a total on that screen. So what I have to do instead is, you got 5 transactions there. Either you got to open up your calculator app and type it in, right, and figure out the number, or guess. All right, but I want to be able to just do that right here in Access. I want to be able to say, what are my transactions? All right, minus 90, minus 120, minus 30, and then boom, have access to it. Can't do it yet because it's not programmed. But usually that's something that I only do in the pending field. You don't need to worry about it in the other 2 fields. Now, in the other video that I told you to watch before, we did it in a single form, which is easy because you can use an unbound text box for that. But you can't do that here because with a continuous form, if you change the value of an unbound field, it changes all of them. Same thing with a color. If you change the color of an unbound field, it changes all of them. That's why we have to use conditional formatting for this. So we're going to need to use a bound field, which means we have to add a field to the table. But the only way we can get away with this is to use a text field. All right. So we're going to actually hide pending. We're going to add a bound pending text field. Okay, that we're going to actually do the typing in, and then do the evaluation, save that in the pending field, and then make pending text equal to pending. Just like we did in the other one, but this involves a bound field. And another problem that we run into is that format that we used in here with the red doesn't work with text fields. You get the negative, you get the parentheses for the negatives, but you can't get the red. So we'll have to switch to conditional formatting for that. All right, so a couple things we got to do here first. All right, so let's shut this guy down. Let's go to our sample data. Open up the account T for design. All right, design view. We're going to add, right after pending here, insert rows. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but there's some monster thunder going on. Nice little afternoon storm here in Southwest Florida. Pending, and yes, I got a battery backup. I'm good. Pending text. All right, and we'll leave that as short text. Okay, save it. All right, open it up, make sure it's there. And pending text. Now, yes, we're going to have to run an update query in a minute to get all of these values over to here. Okay. In fact, let's do it now while I'm here. But I want to note something. Let's just change a couple of values here. Let me just put 50 in here and like -2 in here. Okay. Let's make an update query now to copy all this data over to here. Yeah, if you're still building this and you've only got a couple records, you could just type these in by hand. But an update query will do the job, and I get to show you something new. Go to Query Design. Bring in here. And yes, you can run queries in your backend database. This is fine. You don't have to do your queries in the front end, especially if this is just something you're doing once and you don't plan on saving it. Okay. Change to an update query. Oh yeah, update queries if you don't know them. By the time we get to the developer level, I assume you guys know all this stuff because I cover it in the expert classes. All right, so we're going to be updating pending text, and we're going to be setting it to, now don't just put pending in here, because watch, if you just put pending in, oops, nope. If you just put pending in here, all right, yeah, with the brackets, you need brackets here. All right, pending. Come on, pending. There we go. All right, if you just put pending in there, watch what happens. Let me run it and take a look at the data. All right, see, look at that. It looks okay. The data is right, but it's not formatted like we like it. Now, in the form, I don't have $signs in my format in the form, but I do want the parentheses. So we have to put the format in here that we want. Okay, we're going to update this to format pending as, and what do we want? We want the same format we had before. So it's going to be this. All right, and don't put the red in here because it doesn't matter. The red won't work in a text field. Why? I don't know. It just doesn't. Okay, now when I run it, come over here and take a look, and now you got the parentheses around your negative numbers, which is good. That's how I want it to look. Okay? All right, so save this, close it. We don't need to save the query. We're not going to use it again. Save changes, no. Close the back end. Go do it in any other fields, any other tables you have for other databases. Like I have to go do Rick's data. All right, go back to your front end. Okay, design view. First thing we're going to do is copy pending. Copy it, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, I'll take the original and move it down here. That's the actual pending field. Okay, this is now going to be pending text. Open that up. Change this to pending text. Change its name. And you can get rid of the red off the format. It won't work. Here, if you don't believe me, watch. See? It doesn't work with text. I almost went over here and was like, wait a minute. No, it's right here. All right, we can get rid of that extra space. And yeah, we're gonna hide both of these things in a minute, so don't worry about them being down here. All right, now we need the code in the pending text after update. You can get rid of the after update do recalc here because we need an actual event. So ... And this is going to be just like the code that we wrote in the other video. So if you want an explanation for all of this, go watch that other video again. We need on error, resume next. If the left of pending text, comma 1 equals an equal sign, then get rid of it. Pending text equals right, pending text, comma the length of pending text minus 1. Because a lot of Excel users are used to typing in that equal sign there, so we're just accommodating them, myself included. Okay, set pending equals 0, because if there's an error, we want a default value of 0 to be in there, because this next item will error out if they type in some gibberish. So pending equals eval pending text. Remember, the eval function will take any math equation that's valid, evaluate it, and then save that value into pending. So 5 plus 5 plus 5, pending will be now equal to 20. But if that error is out, pending is still set to 0. Okay? Now, once pending has a valid value, we're going to say pending, whoops, where'd I go? There. Pending text is now equal to pending. And that's what's different from the other one. We got to save that value in the table because it's now in a continuous form. All right? Save it. Close it. Close it. Move my database right back in the window where it belongs. Okay, open it up. All right, ready? Right here. 5 plus 5. Boom, there's 10. And if you click here, you'll see there's actually a 10 stored in the table, which we want that. We still want the numeric value for doing all of our calculations, right? We're still adding that pending in with the rest of the stuff. All right, if I put in here minus 100, minus 200, bam, there we go. Okay. And yep, I just noticed that that didn't requery, so we need to do recalc in there too. Come on back. We need right here, do recalc. Save it. And one more time. Go up here and go minus, whoops, wrong field. Minus 500. Boom, there you go. All right, minus 20. Boom. All right. Now, to get that red color, again, it's a text field. We can't use the format property, so we have to use conditional formatting. Design view. Click on pending. Format. Conditional formatting. Add a new rule. If the field value is less than 0, set the text equal to red. Hit OK. Apply. The problem is going to be, and you'll see this in a second, with Access, unlike Excel, because again, Access is the red-headed stepchild, literally a red-headed stepchild of the Microsoft Office family, and Microsoft spends a lot more time adding features to Word and Excel. And I get it. Those programs have a factor of times more number of people that use them, so there's far fewer of us Access users. So I understand why Microsoft devotes the resources they do to Excel and Word and other stuff like that. But because of that, end of rant, right? Because of that, conditional formatting in Access runs a little bit differently than Excel. In Excel, you can have it do multiple things and then have a stop condition. You can't in Access. In Access, as soon as it hits a condition that is true, it's done. All right, so that's going to cause a problem because we're not going to get red on black. All right, it's going to go yellow and be black on yellow. Red on black. No, I meant like red on yellow, not red on black. You know what I mean. This will never run if you have the focus. So save it, close it, open it. All right, we got our red. It looks good. Except I forgot the format for these guys, but that's okay. We'll fix that in a second. But look, if I click on there, that's black on yellow. This is red on yellow. All right, so what I'm going to do is, what the easiest solution here is, I'm going to make these guys black on yellow instead of red on yellow. Okay? Plus, I think it looks a little better, too. I think the black on yellow is easier to read than the red on yellow. So let's go in here, Design View. And what we're going to do is, with these guys, again, these two fields here, I'm going to go to Format. Let's get rid of that red from here, and we'll control it with Conditional Formatting here. Format, Conditional Formatting. Okay? We'll do the same thing. New rule. Field value is less than 0. Make it red. So that way they're all on the same page. Save it. Close it. All right. We got our reds. But now when you move, it's uniform. Okay. Yeah, we lose the red, but okay. At least they're all the same now. Okay, let's fix this because I want that to be in parentheses. So we just have to apply that format when we make the save in the code. So again, get that format. Let's copy that. Go back to our code. And this needs to change right here. Format pending to that format. That ought to fix it. Let's see what we got. Close it, open it, and we're going to have to rerun these, but minus 25, boom, there we go. Minus 300, boom. And we got a minus 20 now. Let's go minus 20, minus 15, minus 60, minus 1. Boom. Sweet. Now all we got to do is come in here and hide these bad boys. What I like to do, though, is when I have hidden fields like this, I like to make them a little bit smaller. And I kind of try to keep them together. But what I'll do is I'll make their format. I like to make them black text with red background. So in design view, they visually pop up, right? But in form view, they're hidden. So the user doesn't see them, but their values are still there because we need them. Okay, but if I go into design view, I can very easily see there's some hidden fields there. That's why I do it like that. I used to, when I first started working with Access, I used to make them like really, really tiny and shove them in the corner and make them invisible. But then when you go back to design view, it's impossible to find them. Yeah, you could use the little guy up top here. Where are you? You could use this thing to find them. But meh, I like my way. In today's extended cut, we are going to optimize the sorting stuff that we did in yesterday's extended cut. The up and down buttons to move these things up and down, right? We're going to make it a whole lot faster. And we're going to make it so that when you manually change one of these, it's faster. I came up with a new technique after I recorded yesterday's video. So yesterday's video is still cool. It's still good. It still works. But today we're going to just optimize it a little bit. And you can see now, right? Click on this guy, go up, up, up. It moves a lot faster now than yesterday. It kind of flickered a lot more too. So that's what we're doing in today's extended cut. Silver members and up get access to all of the extended cut videos. Gold members can download my databases from these videos. And you get access to the code vault and all kinds of stuff. You get a free expert class every month after you finish the beginner classes and lots of stuff. So check it out. Join today. But that is going to be your tech help video for today. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my tech help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the tech help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: silver, gold, platinum, and diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut tech help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any tech help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for tech help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.